Vaccinated people in California are blaming unvaccinated people for the state's rise in COVID cases. That's according to a new CBS News poll. 59% say they're putting people's health at risk. 47% say they're outright upset or angry with those unwilling to get the shot. Californians are also letting us know what they think about the recall election of Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom. That recall is less than a month away. Newsom's faced criticism for his handling of the COVID outbreak and the wildfires in the state. For more, let's bring in CBS News Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto. Anthony, thanks for joining us. What are Californians' thoughts on Governor Gavin Newsom's response to the pandemic, and how could that impact the recall effort against him?
Hey there, Michael. Good to talk to you. Let me start with the recall. Let me show you two sets of numbers right off the top that I think tell the story there. The first one is you ask likely voters, people who tell us they're going to show up, who say that they're motivated to do so, if they're going to try to recall Newsom or not. And the no vote, which is to keep him in office, is winning, but it's marginal. It's 4 points. Okay, so that's a close race. And for a Democrat in any California election, that's a very close race. Now, you look at that same question among all registered voters. That's everybody who could potentially vote in this, and you get a much wider spread, Michael. You get an 8-point spread, 54-46. So what does that tell you? This is a motivation and turnout election. And in fact, what we find when we ask folks is that Republicans, who are outnumbered in California otherwise, are much more likely to say they're definitely going to vote and that they're motivated to vote more so than Newsom's own party, the Democrats. So they've got a bit of an excitement gap, if you will, there that Newsom really has to try to close if he's going to make a more comfortable margin than he's got right now, Michael.
And we know Governor Newsom has faced criticism over COVID, but we also see that a lot of people are frustrated with the unvaccinated in the state. So can you break that down for us?
Yeah, this is really important. Now, the first thing you want to look at is we asked people if they thought the recent rise that you mentioned was something that was preventable or not. And there's this overwhelming number, this 72%, who say they think it was. Why is that? You follow up. Okay, they say it's because not enough precautions and not enough vaccinations. So then we ask, and you want to be specific here, we asked the fully vaccinated, the vaccinated folks, what they think about those who are unwilling to get the vaccine. And what you come up with is a lot of emotion. The top answer saying, well, they feel like the unvaccinated folks are putting people like me at risk, also feeling that the unvaccinated are being misled, and then this outright feeling here, almost half, who say that it makes them upset or angry. That's that emotional component that's really coming through. So that's something I think, not just in California, but certainly going forward, we're going to watch this kind of tension between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated really throughout the country as the fall unfolds, Michael.
And jumping off from that, what are people saying about vaccine mandates in California?
Okay, that's a good question, because this is where you see the feelings start to manifest themselves in what they want in public policy. So let's look at first, should healthcare workers be mandated to get vaccines? Big majorities there, 69% saying yes. Then you get specific about businesses and the kinds of businesses that might host indoor venues, might host large crowds. Folks even think, a majority, that those businesses could require vaccines for their customers. In fact, a lot of people say they'd be more willing to patronize a business that required vaccines for their customers. So again, that strong support for vaccine mandates comes out of that feeling, at least among Californians, that more vaccines are necessary. Michael?
Now, switching gears, now California is suffering through another intense wildfire season. How big a concern is that for people there from the numbers you're seeing?
It is a concern. And what you want to look at is both the specifics of the wildfires and also the impact of climate change, because a lot of folks associate the two. So I'm going to scroll over here and I'm going to show you, first of all, do people feel that they're at risk for wildfires? Well, some folks, 29%, feel at very high risk, and then you get to a majority if you include the people who feel they're at least at somewhat high risk. Now, that's important, and it's especially the case for people who live in more rural areas, I should add. And then you take a look at whether people feel at risk from the effects of drought, too. Well, even more, 68% feel that. So these environmental concerns, these effects are being felt, and then you broaden that out. Have you felt the effects of extreme weather? And a majority of Californians say that they have. Where that all adds up again, when we talk about the policy implications, is that Californians having felt this, where it's quite literally almost hitting home, is that they do, at least in principle, support state efforts to try to mitigate the effects of climate change in the state. Michael?
Anthony Salvanto, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.